Imagine needing an international airport, but having absolutely zero land to build it on. In the 1980s, Japan's economy was booming, and Osaka desperately needed a 24-hour gateway to the world. With a population density rivaling the American Northeast, building inland was impossible due to extreme noise complaints. But Osaka Bay was hiding a massive threat. A seafloor made of Building a concrete mountain on this mud would be like putting a bowling ball on a wet sponge. To survive, they would have to execute the most extreme foundation project in human history. Step 1. The sand drain method. Engineers had to squeeze the water out of the clay to harden it. Crews of men worked around the clock in treacherous open ocean conditions.
They drove more than 2 million massive sand piles deep into the ocean floor.
Each strike forced water up through the sand, slowly compressing and solidifying the seabed. Under millions of tons of pressure, the seafloor finally became stable enough to hold weight. Next, they had to build an enormous seawall to protect the future island from violent typhoons. They dropped millions of tons of rock into the abyss to create the island's perimeter. It required raw manpower and precision to lock the massive seawall into place.
Giant steel cellular structures were sunk to form a fortress wall.
Specially designed concrete tetrapods were stacked to shatter the energy of massive ocean waves. With the outer wall complete, they were left with a massive, empty bathtub in the ocean. To fill it, Japan literally had to move 3 entire mountains. An army of heavy machinery tore away earth, loading it onto a relentless fleet of barges. For years, an armada of ships dumped dirt into the sea, day and night. Over 180 million cubic meters of earth were poured into the bay. Enough soil was moved to fill the Empire State Building over 100 times. In 1993, the island finally broke the surface. But the nightmare was just beginning. The sheer weight of the dirt caused the island to sink much faster than engineers predicted. Subsidence, the sinking of the land, became the project's greatest enemy. As the island sank, engineers realized the terminal building would be torn apart if it settled unevenly. They needed a terminal that could flex, bend, and adapt to a constantly shifting foundation. To survive the sinking, they invented a revolutionary jack-up foundation system.
Every single one of the 900 columns supporting the terminal is equipped with computer-monitored hydraulic jacks. When sensors detect unequal sinking, workers slip massive steel plates under the columns to level the floor.
To this day, a dedicated crew works in the dark underbelly of the airport, constantly lifting the building. With the foundation secure, they began erecting the massive steel bones of the terminal. Thousands of tons of steel were hoisted into the sky by fearless crews. The roof was built using gigantic asymmetrical trusses, shaped exactly like an airplane wing.
This aerodynamic shape wasn't just for looks. It was designed to let violent typhoon winds slide right over it.
The structure was left incredibly lightweight, designed to absorb shock rather than fight it. This flexibility makes Kansai one of the most earthquake-proof structures on the planet. Miles of glass were installed using rubber gaskets, allowing the windows to move during seismic shocks. But an island airport is useless without a way to get there. Engineers constructed the Sky Gate Bridge R, a massive 3-kilometer double-deck truss bridge.
The bridge carries both a major highway and direct rail lines right to the terminal door. Connecting the island to the mainland meant Kansai was finally ready to open.
In September 1994, Kansai International Airport officially opened its doors to the world. It stood as a monument to human engineering, a floating fortress in Osaka Bay. Just months after opening, the deadly magnitude 6.9 Kobe earthquake struck. But its survival would be tested almost immediately. Mainland cities were devastated, but thanks to its brilliant engineering, the airport survived perfectly intact. Over the decades, Kansai grew into a critical hub, handling millions of travelers.
The island itself was expanded, adding a second massive runway to handle endless international traffic.
They expanded the international floor space by 60%, bringing in massive luxury and local brands. State-of-the-art centralized security areas were built to seamlessly process massive crowds.
This mega upgrade was the first major remodel since the airport opened, cementing its future.
Today, Kansai stands not just as an airport, but as a battleground where humanity conquered the sea. It still sinks slowly every year, but an army of engineers continues to fight back. It is a $20 billion testament to relentless innovation and willpower. This is Kansai International, the most daring airport ever built. It is a $20 billion testament to relentless innovation and willpower.
This
is Kansai International, the most daring airport ever built. But the fight against nature didn't end with opening day. The true test of endurance had just begun.
Typhoons in the Pacific are brutal, packing winds that can rip the roof off a stadium.
Piano's wing-shaped roof proved brilliant, slicing through the deadly winds with zero structural damage.
But the seawall faced a different monster. Storm surges pushing the ocean to terrifying heights.
The interlocking tetrapods shattered the wave energy, protecting the fragile runway from annihilation.
To outpace rising sea levels and extreme storms, the seawall has been continuously raised and reinforced.
Crews battle the elements year-round to ensure the ocean never reclaims the island. Beneath the tarmac lies a massive network of high-capacity Wasity water pumps. The transit connections are a lifeline, moving thousands of people off the island with flawless precision. Underneath the polished passenger zones, an army of workers moves thousands of tons of cargo daily. The logistics infrastructure is a massive, automated labyrinth designed for zero downtime. Fuel for the endless fleet of aircraft is piped in from heavily fortified marine terminals. Even the logistics of keeping the planes flying requires constant naval operations. To power this massive island, engineers integrated massive, resilient energy grids. Kansai is designed to operate completely off the grid if the mainland loses power.
It is a self-sustaining fortress, prepared for the ultimate worst-case scenarios.
Despite the dangers, it remains a beloved icon, featuring an observation deck with breathtaking, close-up views.
Airlines from around the globe rely on this engineering miracle every single day. The layout of Terminal 1 is a masterpiece of flow, stacking domestic and international transit vertically.
Passengers experience an open, airy canyon of steel and glass, unaware of the extreme engineering beneath their feet. Even the climate control is genius, using massive fabric ducts to blow air evenly across the massive space.
The addition of Terminal 2 revolutionized the airport, bringing in massive waves of budget travelers. Maintaining the miles of tarmac requires constant, grueling, overnight labor. The runway is paved with a specialized, highly porous asphalt that drains water instantly.
For ultimate convenience, luxury hotels were built directly into the complex, offering comfort during layovers.
The airport offers a massive array of dining, from local Osaka street food to high-end global cuisine.
Travelers are guided by state-of-the-art information centers, making transit totally seamless. The new walk-through duty-free zone is a massive, high-end commercial powerhouse.
It took millions of man-hours to upgrade these commercial spaces, while the airport remained fully operational. Engineers executed a massive game of structural chess, remodeling sections while planes continued to fly. A massive fleet of shuttle buses operates constantly, connecting the island to Kyoto and beyond. The airport features massive maintenance hangars capable of servicing the world's largest jets.
An incredible underground hydrant system pumps fuel directly to the gates, eliminating the need for tanker trucks. Kansai is a living, breathing machine that requires constant, vigilant maintenance. Engineers predict the island will continue to settle. But the jack-up system is ready. The crews in the basement will be inserting steel plates for decades to come. The control tower stands as the nerve center, guiding thousands of metal giants out of the sky.
Advanced radar and wind shear detection systems are vital for safely landing on this ocean outpost.
Beyond passengers, Kansai is a massive economic engine, moving billions of dollars in global freight. Even the cargo facilities sit on specialized foundations designed to survive the sinking. When the weather turns deadly, the island goes into full lockdown mode. Massive steel floodgates seal off the subterranean levels from storm surges. The bridge was engineered to flex and sway, surviving winds that would snap standard concrete. Massive expansion joints allow the bridge to literally stretch and compress during typhoons.
From violent typhoons to freezing winter squalls, the airport never surrenders.
The grand reopening of Terminal 1 marks a new era of dominance for Japanese aviation.
With 40 million passengers expected, the capacity has been supercharged for the future. An island forged from destroyed mountains, resting on millions of sand pillars.
Built by the sheer will and muscle of a relentless It defied the ocean. It survived the earthquakes, and it beat the storms.
It is the longest, most flexible, and most daring terminal ever constructed. This is the miracle of Osaka Bay, a masterpiece of modern engineering